Warhammer 40,000 is a daunting game to get into, with over 20 factions to play with, and many diverse miniatures to build, paint, and collect. Where exactly do you start? My name is Brother Tobias, and I am a Space Marine. The chapter has allocated to me a budget of $250 a month. There is an obstacle, however. My entire budget has to be spent on official Games Workshop products. I am not allowed to share 2-player boxes and cannot purchase used miniatures. The goal is to gather a 2,000 points Ultramarines army and lead them to victory in an official tournament. Welcome to Space Marine Plays Warhammer 40,000.
Imperial citizens and battle brothers, welcome to the first episode of Space Marine Plays 40K.
I am your host, Brother Tobias. In this series, I will attempt to assemble a competitive Ultramarine army by spending a monthly amount of $250 on models, documented by weekly videos to show off my spending. As the intro said, I can only buy brand new sealed miniatures from Games Workshop. No eBay and no trading. With all of that out of the way, let's get to our first purchase. Everyone's favorite monthly release, a Primaris Lieutenant. Let's take a look at the Primaris Lieutenant. The Primaris Lieutenant is a support character and an HQ choice in the Space Marine Army. Friendly core units within 6 inches get to reroll wound rolls of 1. The Primaris Lieutenant is reasonably durable for its cost and a capable fighter in his own right. He can also be equipped as either a melee or a shooting threat. I decided to buy the Primaris Lieutenant with the sword because Ultramarines are most commonly seen as a shooting-based army. So I want him to be able to help any nearby units that get stuck in close combat with his sword. Furthermore, I decided to add this Ultramarines Primaris Upgrades sprue. This little blister pack includes a bunch of Ultramarines themed shoulder pads, helmets and other accessories. This time, I will only use one of these shoulder pads, but more of these bits will be used down the road. For future videos, I intend to provide a small battle report after each unboxing. However, since it is not really possible to fight a whole battle with but a single battle brother, I will instead show how to assemble a Warhammer 40,000 model.
In the name of the Codex, let us begin.
First, separate all the pieces from the sprue. I would recommend using a tool for this, because wedging them out with your hand will most certainly damage the pieces. After that, use a knife or a file to clean up all the mold lines and sprue remains from your model. Finally, assemble the model. While building according to the instructions is never a bad idea, feel free to diverge from the blueprint and reposition things like the facing or the arm movement to give your models a unique touch. Experiment. Take care not to use too much of the plastic glue, however. Spilling it over surface bits leaves difficult to remove smearing. Lastly, I will use one of the upgrade sprue shoulder pads to replace the pad that came with the model.
The Codex suggests to consolidate all the remaining pieces of the spruce into a small box or plastic bag.
These leftovers are called bits, and you never know when you might need some bits to switch parts around with future projects, so don't throw them away. At last, we are left with a fully assembled lieutenant. Thank you for watching. The chapter humbly wishes for you to tune in next week for honor and glory.